Professor Moonsprocket. I am truly glad to have you back. I feel I must apologize for judging you so harshly. It seems you did have vital information for us after all.
I'm humbled by your apology, which I gracefully accept. And I'm happy to be back. I think that potion Maxwell administered managed to clear out the old neurotransmitters and reinvigorate the old thought processes.
Good. We'll need you in top form to explain to us what all this means.
The plasma array, yes. It's an anti-antimatter projector.
Anti-antimatter? Isn't that just matter?
It's not matter, and it's not matter. It's not matter. Who amongst us has the scientific degree, my boy? Leave the important work to the professionals, please.
Bloody hell.
The core of the supernova is a perpetually expanding antimatter bubble, forcing the star's expansion. We simply need to direct anti-antimatter into that core to reverse the process.
We gathered as much from the construction plans you left. But how do we generate anti-antimatter?
Now there's an age-old question that perplexed many an ancient empire. I was at an archaeological dig in the Piracy system some decades ago when a Nivelian colleague stumbled upon several rare antique prisms. I now have proof that these same prisms, when arranged into the plasma array on my discovered construction plans, can concentrate effluvium from specific gas clouds found throughout the galaxy and transform it into the ultra-complex anti-antimatter.
Makes sense.
We only need to ask for a loan of said prisms to apply the process to the plasma array construction. The last I heard from my colleague, he deposited them in the Nivelian vaults of Navan.
That's something I can help with. I'll go and get those prisms. You all just be ready for when I'm back.
The plans for the array should all be in order, so you don't need me for that part. But Maxwell, I'd better accompany you. My credentials will surely open doors.
Agreed. But please try to avoid any stopovers at space lounges.
Not at all. I'm quite enjoying my breather after that refreshing detox.
Okay. In that case, let's make this quick.
This is home space security. State your destination and intent. This is Thaddeus Moonsprocket of the Transgalactic Academy here, to see Curator Dr. Gumscratch. Thank you, Professor. You are indeed passed for clearance.
Huh. So I guess our professor here is somewhat renowned.
Okay. Here we are, Professor.
Allow me to do the talking, Maxwell. I know the lingo.
Moonsprocket, I must say your visit is quite unexpected. Was there something in particular I could help you with?
Gumscratch, how nice to see you again after all these years. We've come in search of the Piraeus prisms. It's of some scientific interest that we may be allowed to examine the specimens once more.
You may be out of luck there, my dear colleague. The prisms were dispatched some time ago to a convention on Lopat. However, we lost contact with the freighter and it never reached its destination. Space is an awfully dangerous place these days, it seems.
Oh yes, I know what you mean. Full of brigands and scoundrels of every caliber. Which reminds me. Allow me to introduce Keith T. Maxwell.
Hi. Yeah. Wait. The prisms aren't here. Did you find out what happened to the freighter?
We sent a search patrol after it. Unfortunately, it led into pirate-reclaimed territory, so they had to turn back.
Didn't the freighter contain a black box? Maybe something can be salvaged.
I can provide you with the original route map, but obviously I cannot account for your safety if you decide to follow. It must be rife with scoundrels intent on plunder. I have the black box codes here on this floppy disk.
What? Floppy disk?
Yes, don't you know? It's a form of obsolete memory that's neither round nor flaccid.
A gentleman after my own tastes in data storage.
Okay. Let's see if I can trace the freighter on its planned route. Those prisms are of the utmost importance.
Lead the way, Maximilius. I'll just have a little snooze here in the back cabin. All this excitement is making me woozy.
Let's see if I can pick up a signal from the freighter's black box. I'm picking up a signal. Setting a course for the black box. This must be what's left of the freighter. There are several secure containers in the debris field. If I dock onto them, maybe I can hack them.
Hey, another treasure hunter. See? I told you we should check out the wreckage. There must be something valuable left.
Sorry, chaps. I'm claiming salvage rights on this lot. I found the black box, but no prisms. On to the next container. Nothing important. What a waste of time. There's only one container left. Bingo! This must be one of the prisms. This was the last container. So the question is, where are the other prisms? Terran intelligence should be able to decipher the data on this black box. Maybe we can find a lead. Hi, Brent. I need to ask some help from your intel division.
Of course. We'll help any way we can. Deep Science kept me briefed about your mission. How's progress?
The prisms were on a freighter in transit to a convention when it was destroyed by pirates. I've successfully salvaged one of the prisms, but the other three are missing. I have a black box from the wreckage. Maybe we can learn something from it.
Okay. Why don't you come back to Aliot and we'll take a look at it together?
I'm on my way.
Chief Director, The Midorian refugees are gathered in orbit around Hamina. How shall we proceed?
Discreetly, Commander. The process is to be kept out of view and offline. I want Unavelian compatriots separated and sent to the repatriation camps. Soon we'll have them back on our side, marching to the front lines, swelling your ranks.
Our forces are overstretched at present. New recruits would be most welcome. But what shall we do with the non-Nivelian refugees?
The others. Let's not dispose of them quite yet. Keep them on us. You never know when you might need them as a bargaining chip.
Your orders will be carried out to the word, Chief Director.
Dismissed.
Are we there yet?
What? Drats. I totally forgot you were still on board.
I just had a little nap. Quite comfy back here, you know.
Look, just wait there while I figure out what to do with you. Hi, Brent. Here's the black box I told you about.
Good. Let's have a look. Okay. The signature of one of the attacker's ships is rare but not unknown. I'll cross-check with a list of wanted criminals. Real badass, this one.
I need to find this guy. He might be in possession of the other 3 prisms.
I'll give you access to the wanted boards. There are terminals on every Terran station. Check them regularly for the latest info on the criminal's whereabouts. You can track him down this way.
Thanks, Brent. Can you do me a favor and transfer the prism to Thyno?
Sure. We'll have it transferred to the Deep Science team. They've relocated to Var Lupra, where they've begun construction on the plasma array platform. Once you have the other prisms, deliver them directly there.
Okay, thanks, Brent. Do you mind taking a little something extra along with that shipment? I have a very sleepy professor on my vessel that might be of some use.
So, I'll transfer the one I have to your ship. Just leave me to count my losses and start over. An honest start, I swear.
Okay, for cooperating, I'll let you go. Just don't let me see you in this end of the galaxy again, understood?
Hey man, I know when I'm being given a second chance. I do my research. I'm not suiciding myself against the guns of the notorious G. Maxwell.
Before I continue my search, I should head to Valupra to deliver the second prism.
Hey, what are you doing? Stop it!
A nice little boost to my credit account. So that's the plasma array platform. That's some serious bit of construction. I'd love to know how it works, but it probably involves a long lecture from Cardor.
Ah, Keith, you've brought us another prism. How promising.
Cardor, are you confident of Moonsprocket's plans?
Unfortunately, yes. Every simulation of the plasma array in action points to our success. Despite Moonsprocket's unorthodox methods, he is capable of recognizing rather obscure connections. An exceptional and rare skill. As you may have noticed on your arrival, we have altered an outdated Midorian space station in order to mount the plasma array. When the structure is complete and the prisms installed, we will unleash its anti-antimatter projections upon the supernova, so to speak.
Well, I still have 2 more prisms to find. My next lead is at a mining operation at Decato, and the Vosk have the last prism.
Oh dear. I do hope we can persuade the Vosk to comply with our wishes.
Don't worry. I already have an idea around that one. But first I'll try the mining operation.
Chief Director, we are receiving reports that the Terrans and Midorians are collaborating on new technology to combat the supernova using a secret science program. Keith T. Maxwell is aiding them in their efforts.
The supernova event has been used to our full benefit so far. We can't have anyone interfere. Prepare the contingency plans. We may need to take extreme measures.
Understood, Chief Director.